See the fangs on those things.
We have the right to defend our homes. I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed. Not again.
Welcome to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. Where we last left off, the stream crashed 5 times. And, yeah, it wasn't fun. If it happens too many times again, that'll be it for the stream. But it's going to be a short stream anyway, tonight anyway, so I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. Sorry, I gave myself a mini heart attack because I forgot what today was. So I also apologize that this is starting late. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be in the mood to stream 1 minute, and then once it comes time to stream, my body just decides, nope, doesn't want to. And I don't quite understand it. Doesn't help that I'm in constant state of exhaustion. I don't know why that is either. Well, I know part of the reason why. Yeah. So hopefully tomorrow I will start getting into a regular streaming schedule. If nothing else, I might need to edit it so that I stream fewer days a week. Because I think trying to stream 7 days a week is what's just pulling a plug in my brain where it's like, nah, don't want to do it. Because I'm not giving myself enough downtime between streams. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, when we last truly left off, we had saved a little girl from getting bitten by that woman's vile snake. Oh, I gotta talk to Nettie. Okay. And hopefully the game doesn't crash, or the stream doesn't crash all that often. Let's see what Shadowheart has to say.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers.
Ravenous?
It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
Wolves, though? Really? They're just dogs with no table manners. I'll try to avoid wolves in the future where possible.
Thank you. I had a feeling you'd be understanding.
Let's see.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Only a monster would threaten a child.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster.
The difference is,
No
the
matter.
Viper strikes out when it needs
I
to.
took back the
You
island
strike
of
out because you
Sylvanas,
want to.
and the right is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
So I have been playing a little bit of this with my friends, so I know a little bit of the Act 1 story. I've also been trying to play this on my own, which I've had to restart so many times. So there is a little bit that I'm aware of. But I still ultimately have no idea what the hell I'm doing, and I still haven't really beaten the game, so... Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays.
What proof do you have of that?
Showed great metal at the gate. The metal of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
It seems I best speak to Zevlor.
You do
Zevlor.
more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
No. There's only one way this will end now that me and my team are here.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
I swore an oath to stop terrible deeds like that. Monsters like her.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Kaka seems happy to rule the roost. Who's your real leader?
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
If no one's looking for Halsin already, I could do it.
Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret. I'll find him.
Sylvanas' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
How? Oh, have I just been ignoring Lizelle? Which is the only response to Lizelle. Oh, okay, it's just level 2. See, because on the save where I'm playing with my friends, I'm also a fighter, but I didn't remember which level you unlock action surge. Alright, Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
This may be Catherine's.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Oh, she's an Irish potato. I'm looking for Nettie. Have you seen the last snow?
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible. Do you know anything about mind flayers?
Why are you asking?
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
Mm-hmm. You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
The drow and I had the same kind of parasite?
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I will remain. I have a vested interest in the outcome.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Thank you. I'll take anything that can help.
Of course. Now, tell me what's been happening. Any symptoms? Strange events?
Have you sexed the bear yet?
Nope. Not even gonna swing that way. Hey, Kitty Mo, how are you doing? I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
And a constant state of exhaustion, and it's... I know part of the reason is because I need a new mattress, but I don't know what the other half is causing it. Mind Flayer ship.
Mind Flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Would that wyvern poison do anything to a dragonborn? I
I
swear.
hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though.
Well, it's been 14
you're
minutes
one
and
of
no
them.
stream crash, so
Technically speaking,
clearly something's working.
They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Yuppie.
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the group.
Last time I streamed this, it
I wish I
crashed
could
like
tell you
5
more.
times.
But only those adventurers know
After
what
that 5th
happened
time,
out
I
there.
was done fighting it.
All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, Remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Oath of devotion?
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
That way.
Better a quick draft than Ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Not only because I'm certain that'll break my oath, but because I'm not gonna do anything with those stupid tadpoles.
I've been getting my ass beat in the new DLC for Elden Ring. Shit's hard.
I mean, it is a Soulsborne game, so you can't be too surprised about that.
Yes, I'm... Pardon me. I must prepare to travel.
Oh, never mind.
Fair.
That's also the same reason why I don't want to get into them. It's a lot of work for someone who doesn't have enough patience. Well, it's a good thing I'm not the dirge.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No. Become...
What's that tune you're singing?
More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
Are you alright?
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
Let me see if I can help.
It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want.
First things first, what's the song about?
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her. Dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble. Like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect.
Keep going. What would you say to your teacher if she were here right now? Oh my god! Perfectly awful. These are the worst lyrics I've ever heard. Jesus Christ.
That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything.
Alright, that's what your lyrics need to say.
Moon, moon,
My god.
your grace, all the love I can't repay. Wait.
Sorry. Here we go. Wow, even Karlach's smiling. Or not Karlach. Lizelle. I know the difference, I swear.
Sorry.
Well, would you look at this grove? So lovely, so grove-like. The song was beautiful, worthy of a few tears.
Thanks. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
I'm sure your teacher will be proud to see you now.
She'd yell at me for that clunky verse. And make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
No problem, ma'am. Right. There's a thing down here.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful.
And that's why we should be cautious of it. Save over that just because it's more convenient.
Such a pretty song.
Assume nothing.
Such a pretty song.
No one stopped me yet.
Okay, save that. Alright. Well, the reason I know about this is because I played this bit with my friends.
Please.
Indolence breeds madness.
Shh. Listen.
You shouldn't be standing out in the water. It's dangerous.
Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful.
I don't hear anything. Come back to the shore.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer.
Harpies.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
Shit.
Gotta love harpies.
And everyone's entranced. God damn it.
Foul-winged charlatans! Your tricks will have your head, Harpy!
Damn. Pommel strike. Fuck you. Whoops.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened, dumbass?
No choice but to keep going.
Ah, but I do have throwables.
First step is the hardest.
Are harpies fiends? Monstrosity. Wait. No. Here we go. Nope. Damn. Run, kid!
I don't know about fine, but I know they're bitches.
Death is but a word away.
Nice knife to meet you. Fuck. Oh, but it's dead. Never mind.
It's time.
Short rest. Fuck. Okay.
Still breathing, despite everything. Seems like the
No. Okay. Gale. Gale.
Villain! But I see you now for what you are.
Still on my feet. Swift as my feet can carry me.
I'm gonna be shooting with a disadvantage, but nice.
Victory is assured.
Are they gone?
They're gone. Are you all right?
No. Yes. I mean, I don't know.
You were a brave child. Heroic even. You're safe now.
That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing... I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me.
She owes me
Find
money.
a boy called Donnie. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
Wait, was there nothing in... Oh, it's just a bow.
I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
Grab my javelins.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble.
Met with a lot of harpies, did you?
And worse. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat.
Are you always this full of yourself? No. Such
There was
as?
that magma mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Now let's go get my money back. I failed a perception check and the little bastards made off with some of my coin purse.
Something over there.
Ooh. These guys have some impressive quads if they can jump that far. Without even a running start, too.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum...
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mum, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me.
Of course.
Stealing the idol. What were you thinking?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Ooh. Divine magic flowing within you prevents diseases from affecting you. Let's get rid of Thunderous Smite. Let's get Divine Favor. Let's do Searing Smite. My enemies will be smoted, I tell you. Smoted! Let's do Magic Missile. And Cloud of Daggers. Let's get rid of Thunderwave, put in Magic Missile. Battle Masters. Paragon of Tactical Superiority. You employ a wide array of combat maneuvers to dominate every fight. Eldritch Knight. Warrior of Spell and Sword, weaving incantations that supplement your extensive martial expertise. Champion. You approach to complex problems posed by combat with one distinctly effective solution. You hit those problems really quite hard. Let's do Battle Master. Menacing. Rally. And deal an additional 1d8 damage. Alright. No, I am not using spiritual weapon. Me and my friends were playing earlier, and we summoned a spiritual weapon, and it was horrible. I think that's good.
job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
You know, I think I'm going to switch to just challenging, because there's something I want to do. If it proves to be too much because I'm not good enough, I'll just drop it back down to medium. Or, not medium, super easy.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
I'm a Dragonborn, how could I possibly be boring? Anyway, Donnie, isn't it? I want to see the dragon's
He
lair.
nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Let me do that. No, you get back here.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here.
Oh, have I?
And I hear you have a problem. A few things are missing from your pack. Is that right?
Yes.
Maybe we can do something about this. Anyway, you want to talk? Talk.
Well, for starters, I'm shy of a few of my belongings. One of your associates robbed me.
Sure. Sylphie probably grabbed them by mistake. Here you go. Won't happen again.
Pinky promise?
And to make sure none of the kids on the job outside mess with you, show them this.
If I get a 5, I'm screwed. Oh, for fuck's sake. I got worse than a 5. I think I said it before. I'll try not to save scum too often, but for something as minimal as a 5, yeah, I'm going to save scum.
When do I get to run the ring scan? Sylphie needs... Well, my kid... Maybe... Anyway, you want to talk? Talk.
I'm shy of a few of my belongings. One of your associates robbed me.
And to make sure none of the kids on the job outside mess with you, show them this.
Good.
You got it. Now, we done here, or what?
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Stealing is wrong. Yes, you're taking advantage during bad times. Those are there are words for folk like that.
So what? Should we be panicking like everyone else?
No, but stealing isn't helping.
Plan. We're the ones who'll end up on top in the gate. Anything else?
Urchins, man. There's nothing else to be said. For now.
Well, it's been a pleasure. You know the way out.
Did I talk to Will already? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. So let's go back to camp. Do I have any short rests? Yes, I do. Nope.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Thank you, aggressively gay elf.
Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Alright, if you say so. Alright, Lizelle.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden.
And my
His
people.
confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
And my people have a word for people, for women like you. Bitch. Rough translation, obnoxious woman who is unpleasant to deal with. It looks so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
Never heard of your kind until my capture.
I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. Those diminutive scales of yours look like mistakes.
Better to be scaled than noseless and covered in spots. I'm not gonna let her insults get to me. Really? Thanks for noticing.
Observation, not a compliment.
Yeah, fuck you.
No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
Well, door's over there. Are you sure your creche is the only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zaithisk purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
The kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant, order turns to chaos, and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Do you know much about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Alternatively, I could punch your tiny ass nose.
Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore, and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
A loathsome fate, and one I intend to avoid.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
Your word we haven't changed. This is good news.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
You're lucky I need another heavy hitter. Will I am.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing.
Who is this source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Alright. Let's move on to other matters.
All right. What else is on your mind?
Tell me, Will, how did you come to be the Blade of the Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be better than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
And before that?
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
I noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in a battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone. Carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Okay.
By all means. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
Gil could do with the rest.
I like how you think.
I mean, you're essentially a spellcaster, so... fuck.
Where am I needed?
There we go. Each turn. Oh. Eldritch Invocations. That'll be easier for doing some of the stuff. One with the shadows. Armor of Shadows. Expeditious Retreat. Ooh, Misty Step. That's actually really good.
Let's get going.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I was just wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war.
I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Interesting.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
She is neutral towards me. Okay.
Well, in it. That took the edge off.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Yeah, no, I already talked to him because I bought those gloves and boots.
This tiefling's proof fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
She has no good side. They're all ugly.
My good side.
I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
His wounds look deep. I might be able to help.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach.
Oh, for current.
Until
You know
you
what?
rest.
I'm just going to accept that.
Brother, your sword.
Wait.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him. He will. He. Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're...
Only a Sith deals with the Absolute.
Edwin, our brother.
I will do what I must.
He was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us?
True soul.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul like you has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
I will serve at no ruler's side but my queen's.
Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous.
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
What happened to your brother exactly?
An oil bear. It had him on the ground before we had a chance to react. We managed to drag him away, but the beast's claws had already done their work. I told Edwin not to look in that cave. It was filthy with oil bear tracks.
Forget the owlbear. You're still alive, so go.
What? And just leave Ed? I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
Seems as though the strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
The tadpole is toying with me. Resist it.
No use. Compulsion takes over. Your actions are no longer your own.
Ew.
Come. We'll not find purification here.
Yeah, I'm not going down there.
Do you think your kin search for you, Laser?
I know they do not. It is my responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued the Nautiloid. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
The pride
A vain notion. I am one of many, and will not be a burden to my queen.
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch.
You're scratched, aren't you? Come here. It's all right.
You know my name? Interesting. A predator wouldn't care to learn it. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
I don't think he's going to wake up.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
What happened to your friend exactly?
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on two legs. And their smell, it was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes. Gnolls.
Come on, you can travel with me if you like.
No, I won't leave him.
If he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a camp.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
Them damn furries.
See, if memory serves... Yes, right up here.
What's that?
Rich coming from me.
I was gonna say something, but I wasn't sure if I should. Blighted Village, more like Piss Village. Got him.
Sour face is tiring.
Weapon blueprints.
By all means,
Master blacksmith's work.
I'd rather
Simple
not turn my
input,
back on you.
simple design.
If it's all the same.
Hardly the pinnacle.
Say it all you want, I've accepted it.
I mean, hey, as long as you have.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. someone or something is having a bit of fun.
I'm gonna give him some space.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
Asterion could probably use that. Strength! Come on, baby. Nothing less than a 13. Fuck!
You tug at the dagger until the blade snaps in two.
Crap.
The sharp end is still stuck inside the meat.
That's when I was talking to the dog. Well, Asterion doesn't get a dagger.
Lae'zel, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of it?
I have performed deeds well and efficiently. Is this what you mean?
Not exactly. But you answered my question.
Technically, Dragonborn are supposed to be racist, but dude, she's a Gith Yankee.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much.
You don't look like a turtle nor a ninja. Am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
Can you be more specific than somewhere?
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Are these theatrics leading somewhere?
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But
inconceivable.
A savior, that's for certain.
I don't care what you are. But no, why would you help me?
Because my compassion is boundless.
Uh-huh.
I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. 1 skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that.
I serve an oath, not...
trust tieflings.
I serve an oath, not a devil. My honor is not for sale.
Everything is for sale. And you do well to sell while your stock has value. In desperate times, the price of honor plummets.
Maybe for others, not for me.
Perhaps you haven't yet realized how desperate these times
The tieflings are fine, it's the devils that are the problem.
You will. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door.
Or alternatively, I'll fall on my own sword.
Such a tease.
Take me back. After that, I never want to see you again.
By all means, bite the hand that feeds you, while you still have teeth. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck.
No, just a paragon.
When it runs out.
I guess it only makes sense if you've played the Mass Effect series. Oh, that was a crock of horse shit. Thoughts, everyone?
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Well, we have no dragons at our disposal now, I'm afraid.
I will sit astride one. It is only a matter of time. I will ride a
Nope.
red dragon. I will wield the silver sword, and I will conquer every layer of hell, should my queen command it.
And I hope you burn a fiery death. What are the dragons to the Githyanki? Allies? Mounts? Pets?
They are gifts to my queen from the goddess Tiamat herself. They reside in the great city of Tunarath, awaiting the privilege of battle. Do not pity them. They reap great riches from their service, gold and otherwise. Dragon's blood flows in you, does it not? Perhaps you might be availed of the riches I offer.
Are you coming on to me?
We shall know in time.
Why were these knights chasing the Mind Flayer ship?
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
And Alduin will pierce the many bits of your soul. Shadowheart?
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
He's a devil. We shouldn't trust him. Simple as that.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
I'm not going to change my mind. We can't trust Raphael.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
I didn't know you were so well-versed in mental and emotional torment.
Aren't you glad that I am? It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Very true. What about you, Will.I.Am?
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great.
Don't worry, I have no interest in the devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Apt words to live by. To remember, rather, not live by.
Have you wondered what people will say when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident
Something
ones.
tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see the sharp snapping of bones and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. A swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
It's gonna run. Don't run. Oop. Here we go.
Moving.
The blade will not bend. No time to waste.
That was a miss.
Watch it. That hyena's going for help.
Time for some bloody work.
No time to waste.
How? Oh my God, Lizelle, you are absolutely worthless.
Bleed for me.
This is my time.
Short rest, okay. Cock.
Can't slow down.
I am fury. I am death.
I am Batman.
Got to move.
Forever dauntless.
Damn.
Coming through.
Swift and lethal. Time to strike.
Never seen that before.
This plane finds new and exciting ways to disgust me.
Best to move before the blood draws more of them.
Open it and I will know, because you will be dead. This is not a threat. This is what will happen if you open the chest. NF.
The blade of frontiers, hmm? Do you always need to be the center of attention?
Anything but. I don't fight to be flattered, Lae'zel. I fight to save lives.
How the hell is that knocked out? Oh, I know why.
What's in here?
Okay, I'm going to disappear for a minute. I need to use the bathroom and get some water. I will be right back. I am back.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you.
You're the devil we've been hunting. Karlach, right?
Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Stand down, Will. You saw what I saw.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Gods, you're stubborn. Karlach is not a devil, and you know it.
Listen to sense now. I don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are...
I'm Awful Emu.
Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I'm the Blood War. I was good. Really good. Turns out, I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going.
Let's send them back where they came from.
Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Then we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by their short hairs. Sound good? I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Will?
See you soon, then.
Let's hop.
This whole plain reeks of it.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
Your attunement with nature and its beasts inspires your rage, empowering you with supernatural might. Berserker. Violence is both a means and an end. You follow a path of untrammeled fury, slick with blood as you thrill in the chaos of battle, heedless of your own well-being. Yeah.
No one back home will ever believe this.
More than prepared.
Is this your first time on the Sword Coast, Lae'zel?
Yes. It is much more lively than the Githyanki slates led me to believe.
Whatever killed those
Just
gnolls
wait
might
till
be
you see
nearby.
Baldur's Gate.
Careful.
You'll never want to leave.
Cut it out. It's worse than gnolls out there.
Nothing to worry about.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
Insight.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough of this charade. I know who you really are.
Enough. Enough. I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlach, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back!
I need to find a way forward.
Swift and lethal. On the move.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Knees high.
the hell?
Let's get this over with.
You cocksucker.
Incoming.
I'll strike you down.
I will ascend.
Fuck yes. Tactical.
Got to focus.
Take you.
Victory awaits. No time to waste.
Ready for another round? won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash.
Zariel won't get near you again. We'll make sure of that.
That's right, she won't. She can't. She couldn't even lay a finger.
You good, Lizelle? Or not? Fuck, I did it again.
Fading fast. I need healing.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That ought to do it.
Y'all need help.
Yes, yes we do.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look?
Hot.
Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode.
Well, it's a good thing there's a river right over there.
Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
The fuck is that noise? How the hells did you get an infernal engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance. And a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
Wonder if they meant Damon, the tiefling tiefling weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Might be useful. Open up.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel
Really?
used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target.
Got a coin slot in your heart, or what?
Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens.
Intriguing. Next time we're in battle, we'll make sure you get one.
Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
I mean...
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay.
Isn't it glorious? Karlach's fury is a wonder to behold.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly.
What's that supposed to mean? Lay it out plainly, Will.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up. One night soon, when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance.
Penance? Should I be worried?
You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
I'm not worried if I'm in danger. I'm worried if you're in danger, man. Gale.
What's on your mind? Apart from finding me an artifact to consume, which I assume you're pursuing with the appropriate urgency.
I think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in.
Most gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I could help.
My lord, I bow to your boundless kindness.
I like Gale, but I'm keeping all my good gear well out of sight. Everything fancy he touches meets a grisly end.
You might want to fix your blade there. It's got few notches in it.
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
Gale is positively voracious. Well, let him suck up all the magic he needs, as long as he doesn't snack on a Githyanki's silver sword.
I'm gonna find one and give it to him, just to spite you.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Tits or get the fuck out.
Anyone but her.
Goddamn devil, get out of my camp.
Now? But I'm just getting comfy. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank.
We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing. I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after. That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark. Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
You better not lay a damned finger on Karlach.
Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta. I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
You must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects. Fine. What's on your mind?
I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
I don't mean that in a suspicious way. I mean that in a...
Faith will guide me.
Looking ahead.
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
You don't want to talk about yourself?
I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
If you're not comfortable, I won't press
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
What's on your mind?
How'd you end up with such a contraption in your
A
chest?
year, 10 air. The place? A sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
You mentioned a boss who gave you up to Zariel. Who was it?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
What does your infernal engine do to you?
Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close.
You must be pent up.
I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns. Let that be a lesson to us all.
The
blade of frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The blade's sting is real.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
He's feeling down, so I don't think I'm going to kick him while he's down. What did you expect? She's a devil, hardly the paragon of honesty.
All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
I believe it. Don't need to convince me, Will. You should get out of this pact.
A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
There must be some loophole in the contract that lets you out. Remember, she had you go after Karlach on a technicality that she's heartless because of the infernal machine in her chest.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
We can beat her if we put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
I can understand why you chose it, but never make a deal with the devil, my friend. They always have a way of biting you in the ass.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens.
Doom guy would know.
A devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
Okay, last round of talking.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
You talk like I care what you have to say. Anything new?
Well met.
How in the hell did you get involved with Mizora?
The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
I'm going to assume you don't, but...
How can I help?
Nothing. Alright. Long rest, and then that'll be it for this episode. The dog! Dog. Alright, that'll be it for this episode of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm glad the stream didn't crash, so it looks like the magic way to deal with it is to restart the console before I start streaming. Yeah. If you watch this while I was live, I appreciate you stopping on by. If you watched this after the fact as any kind of archive footage, I also appreciate it. I don't really have anything else to say. So with that, this is how I do all my streams. As always, I hope you enjoyed.